Max wanted music.
And make sure that they understand who's supposed to win this game. But this is the important game according to the standing. As we know, and you already said this, South Africa are on top now.
Our referee today, the woman in the middle, Clara Munarini, and the TMO will be Erin Patterson. What a match lies in wait. A lot of youngsters looking to make their name on the world stage. Their careers just getting started, and then mixed in with some serious experience, most notably Karis Phillips winning cap number 77. It's all to play for here in Cape Town.
Baloo.
We are up and away, courtesy of Thaku George. And immediately a mistake from Australia, not the way they would have wanted to get started. The youngster Hulse.
Unfortunately, that's not a good start. It's one of those things that I said, when you get that kickoff, the first thing you know, the first thing you do, you call that ball, you name that ball. It's my ball, and everyone else will step away and make sure that you get that ball. Brady O'Haman. She couldn't keep up. She couldn't keep up with Donna Rose, who has come from the bench. Wales are establishing what they mean when they say they want this, because both of these teams are coming from the XWV1.
Well, a bit of deception from Wales, and that was a little mistake from Alex Callender.
Clara saw that one. They saved by the ball. They need a strong strum. They need to lock the strum now. Have a look at that stuff. It was a forward pass, but she tried to control it, and Clara said no.
Back straight, that's it.
They will need to lock this drum. They will need to make sure that ball comes out for George to be able to kick it out.
Crouch! Bye! Set! Music.
Australia enjoyed some scrum dominance up in Newport. They've cleared that one and look to clear their lines. Counter-attacking opportunity for Wales. Joyce doubling around. The three-time Olympian dragged down in the tackle of Miller. Now captain Kira Bevan in the halfback position. Filling in is Jasmine Joyce. Forward goes Phillips. Cleared by Bevan. Karis Phillips, that experienced number 2. The racking just good enough from Wales to keep Australia from getting hands on the ball in a consequential fashion. The bouncing ball goes to Karis Cox. The Ealing Trailfinders representative goes to ground. Here's Pierce. Bevan off to George. The inside ball, not deceiving the Australian defence. Tackle from Michaela Leonard. George running the show effectively for the woman in red right now. And again, it's Joyce Butchers on the outside. Bevan to Pierce. Bevan again. Continuity from Wales, admirable early on here, but Wales over the ball. Australia rather, very convincingly so is Caitlin Leaney. Took a while to effect the turnover, but effected she did Caitlin Leaney, and Morgan sends it back to set it free. George. The fly-off back, marshalling the touch lines. And initiating the counter-attack, hands on the ball from Australia again. What a turnover. In fact, she's been penalised.
There's a penalty there. Wales are trying to play attacking rugby here. They're confusing Australia first time in 4 minutes. Another good touch.
Sorry. Okay.
She didn't release that ball. That was the penalty. I also thought it was a good turnover. Phyllis.
Reset. Set the line up. Don't move before the ball. Set the line up.
Phillips feeds the 2-ball now. Australia, full of volume, full of passion early on in this match, look to counter the rolling maul of Wales. Bevan waiting to get the ball out, but there is great progress coming from the Welsh scrum. And they might just keep it in here in the rolling maul. Have they lost control? Bevan looking towards referee Munarini, but there it is for Pierce. Punching run from Pierce. Monopolising possession early on in Cape Town are the women of Wales. Bevan gets it away to Callender. Bevan for John. Not too far from the line.
That one try.
Kick goes long as far as George. And taken in by Jenny Hesketh. Fed by Pierce. Wales looking fluid early on. And it's all being fed by Kira Bevan, but the mistake comes from Theku George.
25 cap from George. Very experienced. She's combining the good combination with the captain Bevan. They haven't found each other. It's only 7 minutes.
Let's go, ladies. Space there, shoulder out. It's okay, let's go. Crouch. Fine. Set.
Lane Morgan, a maths teacher, feeds the scrum for Australia. The kick goes long from Moleka. Late change to the Australian starting lineup. The chase is great from Australia here. Under tremendous pressure was Hesketh. She would do well to get into touch. And the flag is raised.
The pressure there from Caitlin Hoss, 17 years of age. Decision making there.
Went out before.
What a kick, what a chase. What a chase. Very young player, Hesketh. Jenny.
Oh, great take under pressure by Tui Nakavadra. Dominant counter-rack from Jasmine Joyce Butchers. Wins possession back for the Welshwoman. And a penalty to the women in red.
Finally, they make that turnover that they wanted. Maya Stewart, Desiree Miller. Those wings are the threat for the Welsh team. She tried by all means, Nadine Tanya there, but she couldn't do anything about it.
The experienced number 2, Phillips, feeds the line out perfectly, and Bevan sets it away. Look at this Welsh backline in full flow, coming out of the line like a missile. The Wallaroos make the hits behind the gain line. Great ball presentation from Joyce Butchers, and away by Lewis. Now working a narrow blind, Hesketh feeds it back inside for Cox. Australia cannot keep their hands on the ball in the first 10 minutes of this match. George trying to pop one over the top. Morgan having none of it. Kira Bevan, third time she is captaining this Welsh side, sends it away to Alicia Joyce Butchers in the number 6 jersey. Here's Calendar. Bevan. Chopping back infield, Natalia John of the Bristol Bears. Bevan continues to distribute for Wales. Big strong run from Donna Rose. Bevan away to Phillips, feeds it to George. That one might have gone forward. Here's Hesketh.
No.
Under pressure, she does well. Approaching the 10-meter line of Australia, so the defense of the gold and green standing strong. Palu makes the hit. George turns to the boot, some space outside. Oh, the bounce not good for Joyce Butchers, and she's tackled the woman without the ball.
Penalty, tackling a player without a ball. It was just a momentum for Joyce. Britain Sevens player and the Wales Sevens player, 39 caps. Nice one. Let's look at that. Joyce, she was already there, and unfortunately she didn't have that ball. Desiree Miller.
Naden feeds the line out. That's not straight.
Naden, they need to talk to each other. That's the first rule. You speak to your lock. There must be that combination. There must be that communication.
No, from this side. Sorry, girls. Two scrums. Go down immediately.
Some young player steps in this Australian team. Some debutants also.
It's okay, thank you.
From the bench, you see Kavoya. She's also going to come in, and she's also young. And Natalie Wright.
Australia yet to make an impact at scrum time. Look like they're getting some go forward there. Bevan sends the kick long, bouncing over the head of Miller. Try scoring machine, the number 11 for Australia. The teenager Hall sends it long. She's got great purchase on that kick, covered by Theku George, who responds with a booming kick of her own. As far as Lane Morgan, taken on the retreat very well indeed. Sends it off to a Faitala Moleka. Moleka sees some space to kick into, wisely sends it that way, and the chase strong again from Australia. Stewart almost gets there.
I think today we're going to play with the back line because they're all kicking. The Hesketh is also kicking well, and also if you see Caitlin Halls here at 17 years old with Moleka, they also want to find some touch. It's going to be a backline play, this one.
Wales at the set piece, perfect up until this point.
There we go.
And it's Georgia Evans who takes it in that time. The kick goes long, counter attack is on. Hulse, ball in hand. Turns to the boot again, looking for the touch line.
And she found it, Stubbs. Caitlin, only 17 years of age.
Fed in by Karis Phillips. A bit of misdirection from Wales that time around, and Donna Rose carries it forward. The Saracen. Bevan sends it back to George. There to field it, Faitala Moleka, the Brumby of the year. Last year, the switch play from Friedrichs. And Halls keeps it alive. Australia first chance with ball in hand, and they're dishing it well, aren't they? Solid tackle that on Karpani. And now Australia have their first chance on attack. Bridie O'Gorman. Morgan. Halls. Naden. With the dummy and go. Sets the ruck just outside of Wales's 22-meter line. Leonard, captain of Australia, on the carry. Oh, switch play to Morgan, who's confident on the run. Moleka, rather.
Good play now.
This time, Leaney on the carry. Slowing down slightly from Australia. Need to recycle that ball quickly. Sent wide by Naden. They've got some danger on the wings. Maya Stewart.
Use it.
Cleared by Morgan. Masters works her way back in field. Slow ball from the ruck again by Australia. The Welsh defensive line set solid. And they find Karpani. In effect, the tackle on her. Morgan. Inside pass from Friedrichs under duress.
Use it.
And Australia are building up the phases now with their first real chance on attack. Their captain Leonard carries in.
No play now.
Great protection at the breakdown. Halls feeds it back inside.
Up on the ball.
Slightly telegraphed to Miller. Naden. Oh, getting the hands through the tackle. How about this from Australia? Tuinaka Vadra. Oh, yeah. A strong palm from Stewart. Now Naden.
No.
Cleared from the base. Australia bearing down on that 5-meter line now. They've got to keep their wits about them.
13 phases, Stubbs. The ball, control of the ball by the Australian team. Young athletes, they're showcasing how to offload, how to take that line. Running skills, open play, they are there, attacking the space.
Go, please. Decision. Go.
Kicking for touch, Faitala Moleka setting up a line out for Australia on the Welsh 5-meter line. Can they get this set piece right? The feed to the line out comes from Naden, taken in by Leonard, and Australia set their rolling maul now. Can they get some go forward?
That's worse. Use it.
Stopped for the time being by Wales, but they're running out of numbers.
Use it. No, you can't move forward. You can't move forward when I call use it.
The ref already said you must use it. It's one of the things that you actually need to do as a player, to listen. There's nothing else. You can't really say she's wrong or anything, but you must listen. So they needed to release that ball. They needed to play that ball. And when they realized it was already late. Tough luck for them, because they did very well to get that line out. Unfortunately, the ball is in the hands of the Welsh team.
Crouch!
You got it, Eva.
Fine! Set! Both sides. Both sides. I come there. Both sides. I come there.
Plenty of fire in the scrum battle right now. Australia desperate to get that upper hand. They know they can build an advantage into the game here, and they need to, with these teams so evenly matched.
Australia currently ranking at 6, and Wales rank at 9th in the world rankings standings.
Set!
Wales moving that one to the side. Great contest, but able to get the ball away clean this time around was Bethan Lewis, and George sends it long. Australia now applying pressure.
What a nice kick from George. She was not having any other pressure. She was calm. She could just kick that ball to where she wanted it to be.
Thank you.
Some breather from the team. Oops.
Great contest from Wales at line out time, and Leaney can't bring it back for Australia.
89.
Played away by Bevan, and a big strong run from Donna Rose, who's showing up plenty in this first half for Wales in the number 3 jersey. Kira Bevan, outstanding technique on that clearing kick, getting it away quickly. Fine chase from Wales, putting pressure on the receiver, but Australia get it clear all the same. Sio Kapesi Palu, barnstorming run. Morgan plays away to Moleka, under pressure in the midfield. Tui Nakavadra. Morgan off to Moleka again. Australia growing in confidence. It's Georgina Friedrichs.
Lane Morgan. Lane Morgan, we said this before. Number 9, number 10 in any game, in any match, they are very important because they are drivers of the game. They are the engines of the game.
Yeah, I agree.
The replacement number 10, Faitala Moleka. Rookie of the Year for the Brumbies in 2023. With the shot clock counting down.
Done.
Will this count? Is the question with the shot clock counting down. No matter, because it's gone wide from the number 10. 5 points to 0, Australia lead.
Newcastle product Lynn Morgan. Electric strum off.
First time you hold it, and then you hold down after.
So for all the play that Wales made early on, no points to their name on the board. Australia get the first 5 points of the game. Faku George sends it long. We're back underway. Australia growing in confidence with ball in hand, that's for sure. Ashley Masters. Palu. She has come to play today.
No, your hand.
Morgan sets it free.
No,
Great tenacity in the midfield from Eva Karpani, the young front ranker. Under pressure, Callender gets her hand in the way.
No calling a tackle.
Powerful play from Evan Kapani. 28 caps to
Time off.
Donna Rose, the number 3, the powerful number 3. We have seen her now. She's been handling that ball. She has been getting the offloads from the flankers, and she's making sure she's using it.
Yeah, water in is okay. Sorry.
The 2023 Wallaroos Player of the Year, Eva Karpani, the tight head prop, getting some treatment. What a contest so far, Nomsabenzi.
Say again, sorry?
All I can say, Australian, they are having, in terms of position, I would understand if Wales, if they attack, not attacking, defending, they want to stand still and wait for the strong runners of the Australia to come to them. That is where their mistake is at. How I wish when the Australians come, they also move forward so that they don't see themselves falling at the back foot.
Another opportunity at scrum time for Australia to assert that dominance which they so clearly seek. And they find a way to manufacture it here on their own feed.
Crouch!
Huge blindside to work with here for Australia, should they so choose. Don't have any players lined up out here, and Tuinaka Vadra breaks from the base. She feeds her inside centre, Pomare. Penalty Australia. The pendulum is swinging in their direction.
Penalty.
No roll.
They're playing under pressure, Wales. Now everything is a mistake, and it costs them so much because, again, as I was saying, they're falling back all the time. Unfortunately for that kick, I like how Tuanaka Vanja is playing. She's very strong. Every time she gets into the gap, you will see the power she's having.
Remember, if there's no contest, can't be called a skew line out to a certain point, of course, but Wales have been throwing up a contest every time. And after another great contest, they can't get their hands on the ball. Scrum Australia.
Go, scrum.
That's another. At least they got that one. And then there was no communication from Lee Morgan
Square, girls, please.
and Nadine. 24 minutes into this game.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Scrum feed from Australia, still not getting that go forward. And Morgan sets it free, away to Friedrichs, trying the wraparound play to create some space on the outside for the danger woman, Maya Stewart.
One
Stewart's
hand.
past the first. Stewart into the contact. These two wings for Australia are electrifying, and it's been mishandled, and here comes Alex Callender in response.
Play on.
Callender puts it down, gets up and goes again. Bevan. Under pressure, Wales get their passes away. Donna Rose manages to get it free somehow, some way.
Play
And
on.
their star winger, Jasmine Joyce Butchers. Puts it down, gets up and goes again, but there was a knock in the midst of that.
I was just gonna say that this game, Stubbs, it's either gonna, it's not, you will never know up until the whistle is off. 1 minute the ball is with the Wales team and they're running, and you will see some good running lines, and the next again you see the ball with the Australian team, and if the ball hits Maya Stewart and Miller, then you want to know it might go to the scoring line because she's fast, she can run. However, I would love to see Joyce with at number 14, how she can run and tackle and close that loose running of Stewart and Miller, but I haven't seen anything as yet.
Bind. Set.
Well,
Inching. One inching.
She has been having a problem, Ohamen, because Donna Rose, she's doing the work there at the front row.
George looking for touch. Great distance on that kick.
Over the 22 line. She needs to be strong there. She needs to be strong.
Contest this time from Australia, and they win possession back on the back of a line out.
Tackle.
Taken to ground.
No, right there. Go there. It's straight.
And now it gets away to Trilene Pomare. Morgan off to the young fly half Maleka. Trying to work those touch lines. Wales not really leaving their wings back in position to field the kicks. It's putting them under pressure. And Joyce Butchers gets into position and sets it free. And now Australia will initiate the counter attack once again, working a narrow blind side as Palu. Cleared by Morgan. Growing in confidence. What?
Play
a run, and what a tackle there. Back up on her feet, Karpani. Morgan. Numbers out to the right for Australia. Somehow they've missed them all, and Wales can capitalize and counter with Cox. Cox sends it wide. And Nell Metcalf sends it long. The chase is strong, and it bounces kindly. Australia under pressure.
Still under pressure, Paul. As much as it's going to be a line out for Australia, you still want to see the Wales running that ball from number 10 till 15. And the only thing that they do now, because they want the advantage, they want to be on the other side, you see them kicking more and more.
She's been under pressure, Naden. Bit of a breeze to deal with. Another scrappy line out for Australia, but this time they've got it with ball in hand, and they've moved.
Out it, viewers at home. WXV last year, Wales didn't do well. They played against Canada, they lost that game. They play against New Zealand, they lost that game. They play against Australia, and they lost that game. They're coming now to second season of the WXV to come to the XWV2 because they were playing at XWV1. So we are going to see a new Wales here.
And it seems, Nomsa Benzi, we're going to see another nail biter. Captain Kira Bevan, Wales international since 2015. The shot clock counting down. She strikes it clean, but it falls short, and the scoreline remains 5 points apiece.
Nice mauling from the Welsh team, concentrating on that try, controlling the ball at the back. Miller, try scoring machine.
Kick goes long, well controlled by Lake. He's been playing for Wales since 2011. 13 years of service in the red jersey. Bevan sends it back for George, who has looked rock solid to start off this WXV2 campaign. Fielded by Hulse, the teenager. What a bright future she has. Once again seeking the touchline. Great kick this time from Moleka. Well fielded by Hesketh. In over the ball was Tui Nakavadra. But a ferocious clean out from Wales secures possession. And their captain Bevan's in position. Here's Calendar, late addition to the starting lineup, but a regular starter for Wales. In fact, the finest player in Wales over the course of the last year. Now the fly off Moleka, who's seen so much ball early on, tackled by Bethan Lewis. Morgan. Oh boy.
Legal mistakes there. Ball positioning at still Wales at 51%. She was looking right at the opponent and not looking at the ball. Meters made by Joyce, 27, and Stewart there at 30. You can just see it's a battle of the wings.
Long bind. Crouch. Bind. Set.
Kira Bevan feeds the scrum and sets it free. No worries to Karen Lake. Here's George trying to set her back line off. Jasmine Joyce with ball in hand. She sends it to opposite winger Metcalf, who drags that one in.
On the body, on the ball.
All four wings on the field are in possession of ferocious pace. They just need a little bit of space to work with. Calendar gets there to send it to John.
Back goal.
Natalia John sets the ruck. Bevan to George. George to Pierce. Pierce. Strong run from the front ranker. Bevan to George, running out of numbers to the right. She gets her hands through the tackle, and Calendar gets down and goes again. Here she comes. The best that Wales has to offer. And now next up is Georgia Evans, who takes a big hit from Caitlin Leedy. Bevan. Wales in the red zone, in the red jerseys, and Bevan sends it again. There's a gap now for Bethan Lewis, dragged down short of the line. Now they go again through Joyce Butchers, and they've butchered that chance.
Panicking, they're not calm. You need to be more concentrating. Let's look at that.
I saw rugby.
Bevan popping up there. Ooh, collusion.
No, it's okay.
The only thing that they needed there is to be calm. She saw that she couldn't pass. She should have just worked with her legs, pump that ball up until someone comes in, and then they can play it on the outside.
They release. You're happy with when we do that? Yeah, fine. No problem. Time is off. Sorry. Yep.
Hard hit, that one from Lewis.
Horse, the teenager, celebrated her 18th birthday 2 days after scoring a try against Wales just about 8 days ago. She remains a teenager, and she is playing against some serious power out there, Nomsebenzi.
I understand.
So Wales.
I understand my goal is quite slow, and I think at the moment you are finding a good balance. I'm not saying any early push, but yeah. Same standard again. Last one, perfect. Thank you.
Wales unable to capitalize on their opportunity there. It will be an Australian feed to the scrum.
Time back on. Go scrum.
Legs.
What a try. Carpani, who scored a hat-trick against France in the WXV1 just last year. She has opened her account in fine fashion in South Africa in 2024. The clock's gone red. Australia have doubled their tally, looking to add another 2 to the ledger. Unsuccessful, Faitala Moleka. And at the half-time break, it's Australia who lead by 10 points to 5 here in Cape Town. And what a half it's been. Late change Calendar making a big impact. Wales making all the running in the early goings of the first half. But it's Australia who've come roaring back into this match and have the momentum going their way as they head into the sheds of the DHL Stadium here in Cape Town. In the second running, WXV2 is having an effect.
I love what you're saying about the hosting of South Africa. The fact that Australia comes and play the game with us, and also the Wales, because those are the ones that you want to measure your progress and your development and your growth as a team.
And of course, the potential of going up to WXV1. Yeah. It's daunting.
Yeah.
Got to take on New Zealand and England.
Yeah.
The best women's sides in the world. England #1 at the moment. They're looking sharp for the World Cup they're hosting next year. It's go time in Cape Town. Faitala Moleka, ball in hand, sends it long to get the second half underway with 5 points separating the sides. Karen Lake takes it in.
Take him back.
Kira Bevan, the captain, sends it back to George. Their system's so strong, Wales. Can they keep that consistency throughout the 40 minutes in this half and apply pressure to Australia? Wild pass slung across field by Moleka. And they pay the price.
Moleka, it's an unfortunate because she was sending straight that ball to Horse. at the far side of the field. First scrum on this second half of the game. Having to check that one out. Nope. She misses Pomareve.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
The Wallaroos scrum continues to show dominance, but just about getting that one clear. Beth and Lewis. Wales need to watch out. George with great hands, working it to the touchline, but the cover defence from Australia forcing Nell Metcalf back in field. Bevan away to Lewis. It's been quality today, the number 8. Now John almost running free. The offload to a lock partner, Evans. Right up the guts of the Australian defence. Wales on the front foot, just outside Australia's 22. They've got to get this wide. Pearce on the carry. George again. The Wallaroos defence shutting that down. And Bevan sends it the other way. Alicia Joyce Butchers. And Bevan gets it free. Looking for those gaps in the Australian defence. Here's Hesketh. Sends it wide to Metcalf, dragged down in the tackle, but they're making progress, Wales, into Australia's 22 now. The counter-ruck strong. Bevan sets it free for Callender. Callender, she puts it down and goes again, but this time she gets it wrong.
Obstruction there, penalized. They were doing so well. That's how they always start. Strong, powerful.
Yeah, okay. I keep the open eye, but I think the last one for me is also good.
Molega. Let's look at that. That was Evans there. She was on site.
Naden feeds the line out. Another brilliant contest from Wales. They take it clean. It's moved on by Metcalf to Evans. Hands from Wales in the midfield. Brilliant. Here's Lake. Bevan looking for options. Moves it quickly. George to Hesketh. Still a 5-point game. It's 10 points to 5. Australia in the lead.
Tackle. In the tackle. Not on in the tackle.
Kapana saw that one and she's apologizing. She's showing the ref, yeah, it's me, I know.
Let's go, ladies. There.
Kira Bevan saw Karpani coming and she said, none of that. Tried to move that ball along. Not a deliberate knockdown, that's why it's not a penalty, and so it's going to be a scrum to Wales. But you've seen the pressure that Australia are applying at scrum time to the women in red jerseys. See how it goes this time around.
Bind! Set!
The captain of Wales, Kira Bevan, gets ready to feed. She wants some stability and she gets it. Now she's able to free the ball. What a pass that is to Karis Cox. Cox running free in the midfield. Dragged down in the tackle. Can Wales recycle? Hands on the ball from Friedrichs. Unable to make the jackal. Lewis.
Not lifted!
Great clear out from Wales. Here's Bevan. Sharp hands from Evans to Joyce Butchers. Bevan. Donna Rose, so dominant in the first half on the carry. Quick ball, as always for Wales. George moves it along. Great hands from the rapid winger, Jasmine Joyce Butchers. And now Bevan. Oh, another disruption in the midfield. An attempted interception from O'Gorman. An advantage to Wales, dominating at the start of the second half as they did the first. Phillips. George, inside ball, almost finds Cox cutting. They've lost control. Advantage now to Australia. So that knock-on advantage over from the knock-on, which it was adjudged to be clearly by referee Munarini in the tackle from Australia. And the frustration from Wales continues. Oh, Moleka under pressure. Gets it away to her wing Miller. Miller fires it back in field for Moleka. She's picked that one up.
Miller, if she's trusted herself enough, she should have just gone. She waited because she wanted to pass that ball inside because she thought she's going to get out. Australia still playing in their territory. They're in a red zone.
Well, Karpani down on bended knee, getting some more treatment. And we know she's tough as nails. Try scorer from the first half. Rising star of Wallaroos rugby, the 23-year-old front ranker. The Wallaroos best player of 2023. And she scored a bit of a screamer in the first half, Nom Sebenzi. Here it comes.
My favorite try. Two. She's saying back off. The bus is full. Taking off 3 defenders. Kapani, 28 caps. She's only 27.
And as a fullback, when you see a front ranker with such athleticism running at you, you want nothing to do with that situation. Jenny Hesketh put in her best effort, but Karpani was always going over. Now, another test at scrum time for the women of Wales, as Australia are starting to assert their dominance at this set piece. Bevan feeds the scrum and she's desperately trying to dig in there, but Australia win the penalty again.
Powerful, explosive scrum. Well deserved for the Australian team. Ogeman, Nathan and Kapani, with the help of Lini and Leonard, the captain.
When the backline players are coming to congratulate you on a scrum, you know you've done very well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Another scrum. The ball is in. All 8 are working. All 8 are working.
Thank you. Okay.
So from a set piece at which they've been dominant to a set piece at which they've struggled. Line out time for Australia. Pomaria off the field in the 12 for Australia. They win their line out this time. That's a big, strong carry.
No.
O'Gorman next up for Australia. Their big number 8, Tui Nakavadra, sends it to a narrow blind side. And here is Cecilia Smith. Morgan off to Moleka, who's had a great game as a late change in the number 10 jersey. Oh, brilliant hands from the pass from Morgan. Moleka puts it down and goes again. She's got a great engine on her, the young number 10. Well, that is a sketchy pass. Went forward. Yep, and then knocked on by Wales.
Caitlin Halls. She didn't read that one. I think she knew that someone is coming, but they didn't communicate very well there.
Please, Nine. Please, don't go. Yeah, too much. Thank you.
The most important thing is to get your line out. The most important thing is to get your strums right, so be able to get that ball. They mastering the strums.
When you are moving at the moment, I'm okay with
small
that.
mistakes there, but when they're throwing the ball, they're still, but they do get some. But you gotta be saying 100%. So it's a win or lose all the time. You will never know if they're gonna get the ball. But in terms of scrummage, we'll give it to them.
Ladies, crouch. Bind. Set.
Well, oof. Bevan almost losing control of that one as she was feeding a moving scrum. We'll go again.
Yeah. Okay. Please. Don't push early, not stepping back. Yeah, please. Steady, steady, on your body. Not stepping back and not push early. Thank you. Crouch! Bind! Set!
Australia have been turning the screws at scrum time, but this time a free kick is sweet relief for the Welshwoman, and Bethan Lewis, the number 8, taps and goes. Nell Metcalf cutting back infield, driven, but fights the tackle well. Bevan, 5-metre line of Wales. Can they capitalise on this opportunity? Tui Nakavadra. Slow ball for Morgan. Still the opportunity presented to the Wallaroos. It's Caitlin Leaney. Morgan sends it long this time for Halls. The dangerous outside backs of Australia. Is this when they'll get their chance?
No, no.
Morgan sees O'Gorman waiting for the hard carry. The Welsh defence holding up for the time being. Naden, tough one to deal with for the front ranker. She's done well. Morgan's going to send it to the left now. There's an overlap for Australia, but it's been thwarted by the defence. Now there's a chance on the outside for Miller. Miller beats the first, but not the second. Great tackle on the Australian left wing, and they've lost control to Jasmine Joyce-Butchers. What a crucial turnover for Wales, trailing by those 5 points in such a closely contested battle. And George will send it long, but not that long. Into touch. Line out Australia.
No.
What a run
I'm okay with them.
by George Fredericks. She kept on going there, and I thought that was going to be a try. Stuart Miller fighting, trying to get a control of that ball, but she just couldn't.
Let's go, Gold!
It's the second time now when they get to that 5 meter, they don't finish. They don't get to score a try.
Be far happier with that line out execution, will Australia. Now breaking free, or just about. 5 meters out again.
Yes.
Quick recycle needed. Morgan has numbers to the left, but not much space. But Karpani has shown she doesn't need much. Morgan has options, hits Naden. Morgan again, slow ball for Australia when they get into this position. But they're looking to power it forward through Masters. Morgan, off to Palu. Failing to roll away for quite a while there, Evans. Wales get away with it. Now they come again through Karpani. Held up over the line. Frustration for the Wallaroos.
The pick and go, you can do it, but sometimes you can do two of you. So someone must support you at the back to push you forward to the trying line. But I don't think they communicate very well when because everyone wants the ball. I wish they can communicate better so that if one person like Kapani takes the ball, the other two must support it for her to be able to get across the line.
Wales holding on by the skin of their teeth. Tui Nakavadra with space to run. Builds up ahead of steam, sets the ruck. Morgan sends it off to Cecilia Smith, and Moleka dealing with that bouncing ball well. And you can see why Alex Callender was voted Welsh Women's Player of the Year. She's absolutely everywhere on the field. Tireless. Morgan off to Hulse, the 18-year-old, looking sharp in that 15 jersey. O'Gorman deals with the bouncing ball. Australia losing ground in possession.
No, leave it. Lost.
Morgan getting involved with securing the ball at ruck time. Now she must set it free. Slow recycling from Australia. We saw that speeding up towards the end of the first half, and just how dangerous that proved to be for the Welsh defence. Penalty Australia now.
Falling over there from Praise. Gwenllian.
Well, from a kickable position now, Vaitala Moleka. Late change to the starting lineup, replacing Arabella McKenzie.
Shot clock is there.
She's got the chance to make this an 8-point game.
Steps. For 12 and 13, when the ball goes for the back line, obviously it's Smith now and Fredericks taking the game up.
Thank you. No.
Well, Australia go 8 points into the lead, Nomsabenzi. Let's see if they can get the balls to the wings hereafter. But they have a cushion now as there's a change. And coming onto the field, another late change, Laurie Kramer. Up and away from George. Wales have it all to do now. And that's a big, strong run from Ashley Masters. They've got some dominant physicality in their team, do Australia. And they've been looking to put that to use all match long, but the Welsh defence has been tenacious. Palu. Morgan to O'Gorman. Masters tried to tap it on to the danger woman, Maya Stewart.
And they need to understand why they kick for the poles, because they can't really penetrate it to get to the try line to make that try. So it's difficult because the defense of Wales is they're defending very well.
Coming off the field for Australia, the Harlequin Caitlin Leaney. Two of her teammates are on the opposing side today, and Karis Phillips, the number 2, highly experienced hooker for Wales, and Abby Fleming in the 19 jersey. Not only are they teammates, in fact, they're housemates. She makes her way from the field now.
It's okay. Time back on. Red scrum. Let's go, ladies.
You'll see the 19 for Wales onto the field, the housemate of the replaced Caitlin Leaney. That's Abby Fleming in the red jersey. She was a frontline worker during COVID, not just a rugby player, but a hero as well.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
Well, scrum time is a bad time for Wales right now.
Wales are going to get very frustrated now. They're not getting their scrums. They're going to start getting frustrated. Changes there by Lafayette. Let's look at that again.
Open the gap! Red! Open, thank you.
Tanya Naden, great contest from Wales, but a clean take by Australia. Tui Nakavadra gets the pass away at the perfect time, creating an opportunity. The defense desperate, but just about good enough. Holding up that move from Australia before Miller could get away. Tui Nakavadra.
Okay, perfect, thank you.
Just 21 years old. She is going to be a force of nature. Oh, Miller now tries again on the outside, but once again, the play breaks down for Australia as they try to exploit those talents in their outside backs. That's a powerful run there. Kira Bevan sends it back for George. Kicks it up the center of the field again, happy to allow Australia the opportunity to counter-attack. That kick might just make its way to touch, but it should be covered, in fact, by Metcalf. George. Difficult pass to deal with, and the number 10 has pinged that one long. What a kick.
Releasing some pressure from their side. George. They're just playing safe now. They just targeting the 50 meter. They're not going over the 22 of the Wales. They're not going over the 22 of Australia. It's a tight game.
Scrappy line out for Australia, but they secure possession. Tui Nakavadra in over the ball. Calendar couldn't get the jackal going. Here's Pahu. What a player. Morgan. Switch play with her fly off Moleka. Morgan plays it to the blind. Here is Georgina Friedrichs. Morgan. Masters on the carry again. She's been showing up in the second half. Oh, here's the danger woman, Karpani, ripped free.
Play from the youngster, Moleka. What did I tell you about number 8, Tui Nakavanja? She's carrying the ball very well. Stewart there, releasing the ball, not being selfish, finishing it off, Moleka.
Fresh onto the field, Laurie Kramer with a second attempt at posts as Australia are running wild. Kramer with that elaborate style, unsuccessful this time around. Another 5 points on the board for the Wallaroos.
Bonus point for the Australian team.
Momentarily, the right wing of Wales, Jasmine Joyce Butchers, was holding her foot after that tackle. She's still on the field, but she looks to be favouring it with 2 matches ahead. Wales aren't like that. George gets us back underway. Confident in the carry in the second half are Australia. Penalty to Wales. Hands on the ball from Georgia Evans.
I think they will need this. It's something that they need to just be over the 22, over the 15-meter line, close to the 22 of the Australian territory. They need this. And George with her kicks, with her boot. Good touch there. Some replacement for the Welsh team.
1, 2, and 8. 1, 2, and 8.
So Australia have secured their bonus point try.
Yeah.
Because of course the points so crucial in these WXV competitions. No contest from Australia, therefore not called. Well, let me shut my mouth, Nomsabens.
Replacement there from the front row, Redon and Constable. Fleming, Abby, she's also in.
One of those new laws in rugby recently is that if there's no contest from the opposition side, then the referee won't blow for a throw not being straight, but can only go so far.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
The Australian scrum has been more dominant on opposition ball than their own, getting it out quickly to Moleka. And great kick that is for Miller to chase. It just bounces out of her reach.
"68 minutes into the game. Nice kick from Moleka. Another chance though for Wales just to get the line out.
Contest from Australia on Molly Reardon's throw. Line out Australia on the back of that. You can see some shoulders slumping somewhat for the women in red.
Open the gap.
When Wales were not getting good scrums, they couldn't get the ball and they were frustrated. Now they're having good scrums with the bench that has come in. Now they go back to the line out now.
Need a better gap. Wider gap. Thank you. 1 meter. That's okay. Come in.
Outstanding line out this time around.
Indeed.
Captain Michaela Leonard and Tui Nakavadra. She's been running all afternoon long. Great hands through the tackle from Australia once again, and powering forward is Leonard. Morgan. Moleka dummying the kick. Well, she's been everywhere. On the carry with ball in hand, using the boot. Turnover to Wales.
Fundamental basics here. Turnover ball, very important. However, it depends on George. It's a penalty that they need a good touch in order for them to have that line out. Very important to get that ball. It's 10 minutes. This game to be over.
Time off. Stop.
Points are important in this competition, Stubbs.
Need 2 converted tries to get within that losing bonus point range. Need 3 more tries to get the try scoring bonus point. That might be slightly more out of reach. Onto the field for Australia, Lucy Dinnan.
Time is off. Please stop. Second, hold out. Hold out.
Lucy Dinnan, the number 20, spent 10 years around the Wallaroos outfit, never got a cap.
Thank you. Thank you.
And then recently earned her first. Now she's got 3 to her name.
Time back on.
Molly Reardon. The young hooker feeds the line out. Hand on from Australia. Should be a knockout. Calendar. Would have been an accidental high tackle there from Kavoa. An advantage to Wales. George is going to look for the cross kick. Doesn't quite get the precision she may have been after. And Australia, with advantage over, are going to come on the counter through Miller. Offload. Well, it's all about teamwork. Desiree Miller has been trying as she might to get a try on the board. This time feeding it inside to Laurie Kramer. Kramer scooping that one somewhat. Unsuccessful. But it's 30 points to 5 now. Australia lead, and Wales have been truly put away in this, their opening match of WXV2. 2 matches to come for both of these sides. 1 match to come at the DHL Stadium today hereafter. Kramer in for the try for the Wallaroos. Seton revenge, of course, as mentioned pre-match. As in a warm-up match about 8 days ago, Wales got their first ever victory over Australia in women's rugby. George gets us back underway.
Not on the ball. No hands.
Lucy Dinnan made an impact since coming on. Natalie Wright gets it away. Australia in full flight right now.
Retreat. Go. Retreat.
Wright sends it back, and Kramer won't be happy with that one. Slicing off the side of the boot, not into touch. Metcalf takes it in. Wow. Great contest in the tackle there, and the penalty comes to Wales.
Welsh team here, they've been getting chances, but they just...
Time off.
Time off. Going straight to the TMO.
You're captain now, okay? Yeah.
She was good.
Okay, we are on the screen.
Number 8.
Oh, this could be bad news for Molly Reardon.
Okay, we have foul play tackle. The tackler is upright. We have a contact go shoulder to head.
Yes.
It means yellow card, free shoulder, and bunker review.
Yes, agree.
It's 16 red, right?
Correct, yes.
Yes, thank you. So, captain and 16. No, she's not. She's upright. She's upright. 16. Captain in 16.
Card is on the way.
Bunker review. So we have foul play, head to shoulder, yellow card 3 shoulder, and bunker review.
Molly Reardon, the 21-year-old, heading to the sin bin late on in this match. She won't return to the field. It'll be under review to potentially turn to a red card. It didn't seem like a red card threshold kind of tackle, but all the same, Wales will be down to 14. And they're down 25 points after all of their best efforts here in Cape Town today.
Okay, here we are.
They'll have a lot to work on during the week as they prepare for their next match against Italy on October the 4th at Athlone Stadium. While Australia will be heading into their next match against Scotland, which should be an absolute rip snorter in their next game. A simpler effort, to be sure, from the number 23, but another scintillating try from Australia here today.
Captains! 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 Time is off, yeah. Bunker review. The bunker review. The yellow card will remain yellow card. No time of danger. Yep, time back on.
So the yellow will remain yellow. Thank you, George, gets us back underway again. This match well and truly has slipped out of the clutches of Wales. Nomsabenzi, try of the match, Karpani or Stewart?
So, say that again, Stuff.
Try of the match,
I want
Karpani or Stewart? The winger or the front ranker?
Can I give it to Kapani?
Indeed, but the MasterCard player of the match goes to the 19-year-old.
Player of the match, I'll give it to Moleka.
Absolutely.
Yes, but try. Ooh, Kapani is taking it.
Well, take your pick from the Wallaroos. They have been the pick of the bench today. Natalie Wright, another youngster for Australia. They are building a bright future. Gets it away to Atasi Lafai. The Waratah. Wright gets it away. The 15 women of Wales against the 14. The 15 women of Australia against the 14 of Wales. Friedrichs continues to get women and ball in this match, but the tireless number 21, Tui Nakavadra, who had to be close to the player of the match herself, on the carry again, Moleka. Less than 4 minutes to play between these two proud nations. And it's Kramer. She's been quality since coming onto the field. Lafai slings it away. Nguamo on the carry. With a hop and a step, Cecilia Smith sets the rack. And Australia looking to work some gaps here on the blind side. Moleka feeds it back inside, beating a couple of tackles. Friedrichs on the charge. Here she comes. Great tackle in the end from Powell. Penalty Wales.
After all the phases, after all the ball controlling, they just couldn't finish it. What a display from Australian team. Everyone is working, everyone is visible.
Where has it all gone wrong, Nomsabenzi? The opening moments of this match, Wales were in full control.
Again, yes. It goes back to what I was saying, that you got to be able to have a fit mind also if you are tired, just to finish the game in the high tempo that you have started. Maybe they needed to put the bench earlier on. I don't know. I'm not a coach. However, somehow they don't get to finish in the same type of tempo that they started with. And now you see Australia, even the bench that is coming in now, they are finalizing, they are scoring the tries. So conditioning wise, it has something to do with it.
As for Australia, their coach Jo Yap, who is the first woman to head coach a senior rugby team in Australia, She's an England international with 70 caps to her name, and it shows she's got this team firing early on in her coaching tenure.
And that's what he said, to say, I want to play the youngsters. Yes.
And there are the Australian coaches. And in spite of the way they look, they'll be well satisfied with what's gone on here today.
Open the gap, goals! Goals! Thank you. Let's go!
So Wales, without as much urgency as previously. Well, she's the Welsh Women's Player of the Year, and she can do it all. Calendar feeds the line out. And the turnover's good from Australia. Here she comes, Atasi Lafai.
Off the ball.
A player that has dealt with all sorts of injury in her career, showing fearlessness on the run.
Yeah, irritation. You can see it's almost that time.
19. Leave the ball and move at 10.
Lafaya, very cheeky there. Very disappointed. Calendar.
Feeding the ball to the line out because Molly Reardon is off the field with that yellow card. And they've won a second one on the back of a Calendar throw, so she'll be satisfied. Metcalf gets it away. Can Australia put some shine on this result to end off the match as they head into their two other fixtures here at the WXV2? George trying for that cross kick again. It hasn't worked out yet for Wales. And this time it's well marshaled by Miller. Great contest in the tackle from Courtney Kite in the 23. But Australia recycled all the same through Kramer. Now under pressure, Australia send it long. Difficult to deal with. No knock on there from Kaylee Powell. And under pressure, she's forced to kick. The bounce may be unkind here, trying to run onto the ball. Was the young fly half Moleka, and she has to get back to secure possession as well. And she is absolutely out on her feet. Kramer sends it into touch. Or does she? It's bounced in field and then trickled out. The wicked bounce of the rugby ball.
Okay, if something's clear, yeah, of course.
A bounce that you think it was gonna benefit Wales, but nah. They've tried everything, Stubbs.
Calendar feeds it again. Australia, no. She's not a professional in that regard, but in every other regard, she is outstanding. Still, Wales have won 3 lineouts on the back of her throws. Hannah Jones at halfback for Wales, of Gloucester Hartpury, in her 58th cap for her nation, sends it away to Constable. And here is Jones again, turning around that result from